and welcome. Thank you very much, Martin, for joining us. Martin Schwenk from Mercedes-Benz is here to talk about the new launches that we are starting to see from Mercedes-Benz starting this year. Martin, wishing you a very happy new year, and we are hoping this is going to be a good year for your brand too, because demand clearly is strong and is looking robust even in 2021.
Hi, Swati. Thanks for having me. Yes, for sure. What we have seen is the demand has really come back with the festive season and also with the new products we launched last year. We had a very good fourth quarter in 2020, and I think we are all hopeful that the overall situation will further stabilize. The COVID case load further decreases, and that stability will also translate into a good business prospect. So I'm very positive.
Truly strongly for the brand. 15 new launches, I think that itself will give customers a lot of excitement. Talking about the launches, because that pretty much is the center of all things that you do, people are always excited about it. Give us a sense of what's lined up in the beginning of the year towards the end of the year, some of the interesting and important launches that one should look out for.
We're always a little bit careful in indicating exactly what we are doing, what we are going to do to keep the suspense there. But for sure, we will come now with the A limousine and the GLA in the next quarter, which we have had to delay because of ramp-up related issues to the COVID situation. So that is the first big move we bring. We complement our entry segment again. At present, our brand starts with the C-Class very successfully. Actually, we sold in the last quarter as well, but a lot of customers are waiting for the GLA and the brand new A limousine there as well. That will be our first focus, but there's many more things to come. There is AMG models to come. There is major sedans to come, and I'm not naming them now all. There is a lot of activity which we have planned starting in the quarter two, then over the entire year.
Okay, so you're giving or keeping a lot of surprises for people, but there is of course a lot of guesswork that's already in the work. Tell me, the push for localization, and I know you have been spearheading that in a big way, the whole Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme, and I think Mercedes-Benz has talked about its Make in India cars and so on, but what additional push will we see from you coming in 2021? Would we see localization levels further going up for more cars and more sourcing of components of sorts from India, some of the partners that you're talking to? Give us a sense on all of that.
I mean, for sure, localization is at our very heart of our operation. We have very strong production facility as well in Pune, and just in fall 2020 we launched the AMG GLC. First time we had a local production of AMG vehicles, and that complemented our portfolio. What we are doing now is we further look into what options do we have for localization, and we're still working on it. I think in terms of product portfolio, we always aim as soon as we reach a certain level of volumes to offer it from a local supply, and that will continue. In terms of broader localization on the supply structure, I would always want to say there we are a little bit limited with our relatively low volumes. The low volumes per model and in the overall brand limits us in terms of viable localization of components and parts, and that won't change. That will not change in 2021. We would need substantially higher volumes for a bigger localization footprint.
But you already have agreements with some of the local component suppliers in India, Force Motors being one. On the engine front, what kind of additional possibility of expanding that is coming along, especially on the engine front, Martin?
I mean, of course, when we talk AMG, for example, also we will bring for all models we localize, we will look into the drivetrain, the engine components accordingly. The question comes, can we go deeper in localization and have more components? And there is where I'm saying we have the issue of volume and complexity. Then I mean we have a huge variance of vehicles and relatively low volumes for every single model. Around 25 cars, different models we offer when we are back middle of next year with all models available then. So that is quite a bit, and then that means on the other hand it's not possible to have a viable production for many components out of that.
Okay, so that's a work in progress, and you'll see how things go along from here. Uh, how has 2020 been for you, Martin? That's my last question. The kind of learnings that you've taken along and getting into 2021, are you more hopeful than ever of a good year for you? And the kind of market share growth, penetration from here on, the aspiration levels from people, that's one. And of course, the expectations from budget is something I would like to know from you.
You say that's the final question. It's like feels like five questions. Yeah. Let me start first with the learnings for 20 from 2020. I think we could all see how quickly we can adjust to, if we have to the new environment, and it drove a lot of activities, specifically in the e-commerce front.